Alright, what is up? This is SLOplays, and yes, finally, we have good news, okay? This whole video will just be good news for at least Dragon Ball, okay? We're gonna be doing a follow-up to the bad news, or I guess, I don't even know what you would consider. I guess it was just really bad communication, which is, I mean, that's a problem that we still need to talk about in this video. You know, we'll get to that, right? We'll get to that. First and foremost, let's go over the great news, okay? The fantastic news. Made me really happy to see this yesterday. Some of it to be expected, obviously, but it's good to have an official confirmation from the official Dragon Ball Games page on Twitter. They said, the next Dragon Ball Battle Hour is just around the corner. We'll be bringing you news about the upcoming DLC for Dragon Ball Z Kakarot and the recently announced Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, so stay tuned. So, Kakarot DLC 6, we have not had a just shred of information on the next DLC, obviously since, you know, we had the DLC 5, okay? The 23rd Tenkaichi Budokai was back in, I think it was August? That's a long-ass time, you know, previously, I think it was only, we waited like maybe a month, not even, after the Bardock DLC dropped at the beginning of 2023, when it was like dropping in January, I think. And it was like a month later, they were already teasing the next DLC update, okay, which was obviously, you know, the World Tournament from the original Dragon Ball Saga. So, let me just say this right now. I mean, if you want to, you can click off this video if you don't want to be, I guess, spoiled, even though it's been around the internet. I'm going to be talking about it, you know, on Twitter and on my channel and everything. It should be known at this point in time. If you don't know, Dragon Ball Z Kakarot DLC 6 is going to be the end of Z. I have no idea how they're going to handle it, but I have a lot of, you know, hope that it's going to be good, and I'm, you know, I have faith that it's going to be pretty good, right? They were able to adapt one single saga from the 23rd Tenkaichi Budokai into a whole DLC. So I was very impressed by that. They added in some things from, you know, the previous tournament with Kid Goku and stuff. They did some cool stuff with it, right? I don't know why it has Dragon Ball GT down there. Just ignore that, okay? I was trying to find the original tweet from DBS Hype, but obviously, you know, he would have to remove it, delete that tweet, just because, you know, just in case, right? That's how you know it's legit, but it came from DBS Hype, so it should be, you know, believed and everything. If you don't want to believe it, that's on you. I'm not going to force you, but I'm just saying that's what it's going to be, right? So let me know down in the comments what you think or how this DLC 6 will work with End of Z. I feel like it could go a bunch of different ways. Who knows? Maybe they even do something beyond the End of Z. I don't know. I'm just saying, like, there's a lot of potential for it, right? Just seeing Oob, you know, in Kakarot, it's going to be really cool. And the biggest thing about this is that, honestly, End of Z should have been part of the main game, like the base game. So it's nice to finally, you know, get it. It's just, I don't know how they're going to handle it, where it's going to be, you know, an actual fully paid DLC. But that will be the final DLC of Season 2. I don't think it was confirmed yet. I can't remember, but there will be more DLC later. Okay, that's not it. They're probably going to be doing a Season 3 later on. I believe DBS Chronicles said that there would be more, and it could dive into, you know, more series. Okay, there's potential that we'll see GT maybe, or even Dragon Ball Super stuff, or even Daima. Who knows? It just depends, right? There's a lot of possibilities for Kakarot. Okay, Kakarot, it's gonna be like Xenoverse, where it's just gonna be receiving tons and tons of updates for many years to come, okay? But that's what I wanted to talk about, at least for Kakarot. Now, Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, I was a little bit worried that they weren't gonna, you know, have any news. This doesn't confirm a trailer or, you know, a release date or any of that, but I think that's definitely a believable thing that they could, you know, that's definitely in the realm of stuff that they could announce, you know. There could be a trailer. I have a good feeling that there will be a trailer. You know, it's Dragon Ball Games Battle Hour, okay? This event is where they're dropping a lot of, they usually tend to drop a lot of big reveals. So the fact that we're getting that official confirmation that both these games are going to be there is great. Now, another thing I want to talk about is Xenoverse 2. What's going on with that? They didn't confirm Xenoverse 2. If they're confirming Kakarot and Sparking Zero on the official Dragon Ball Games page, why aren't they saying anything about Xenoverse 2? I'm a little worried they're not going to show anything. I really hope that's not the case. I I have a feeling that there's got to be at least something, but who knows? Maybe, you know, they're just not ready to show anything. Or what they might do, which I really hope they don't, is reveal stuff at the event only for people in person, because they did that last year. They absolutely did that last year. I think it was only with Xenoverse 2. That was the only game that they started announcing shit, and we didn't get the trailers of it until, you know, like a month or two later. Actually, several months later, I think. What I'm referring to is Orange Piccolo. His gameplay trailer got his reveal. We only saw screenshots at the time. We didn't get any gameplay. And Cell Max as a raider. Raider, my bad. I'm thinking about Breakers because there was that little teaser about that. As a raid boss, he got a reveal as well. And I was very annoyed because the only footage we got was cam footage, which big shout out to Iron Cane who did it. And go definitely give a follow to Iron Cane because I think he is attending the event, and he's a great guy. Okay, he's a good friend, and this dude, whenever he goes to the events or whatever and he records it, you know, obviously you'll hear his reaction of him being excited and stuff, but he's a genuine guy. He's pretty positive, so I do appreciate whenever he goes out there and he's recording stuff. So if you're gonna watch anybody that is gonna record the footage, I would say look out for him. Okay, Iron Cane, right? So yeah, let's move on here. Let's proceed on. I just hit my mic. Sorry. Yeah, I'm a little bit worried that Xenoverse 2 might have that same situation. And who knows, okay? Who knows? There might be situations where, you know, they're trying to reveal stuff and they don't, you know, drop it, okay, immediately. We have to wait. And that's what I'm wanting to, you know, go over on this part, okay? This is a follow-up to what we had yesterday, okay? The info from yesterday. You guys remember Dragon Ball Games Battle Hour, the official page, tweeted this out, okay? And it's clear as day, all right? It's definitely clear as day. We've been receiving many applications to attend this event. Thank you very much for your support. This event will be held offline at the Los Angeles Convention Center. There will be no live streams on the day of the event, okay? So you can see why everybody was upset, okay? You know, it wasn't the end of the world or anything. Obviously, we know that they would still eventually drop the trailers, okay? They're not just gonna, you know, completely 100% gatekeep everything. But the fact that you're losing that online live experience, it definitely takes away from the hype of this, which is the whole point of this event. It's supposed to be hype, okay? So big shout outs to this user, Giganton. I apologize if I'm messing up the name. They tagged 2 of the fighters, Dragon Ball Fighters casters and commentators, all right, who would, you know, have connections with some staff from Dragon Ball Games Battle Hour because they're going to be, you know, doing the commentary for fighters on the tournaments that they have. So they stated, will we get a fighter stream at least, or is this for all the events? It's so messed up, okay? Tyrant replied and said it was a badly worded tweet, and he said there will be streams, okay? So good, all right? We're getting at least some type of information from somebody who at least had some contact, okay, with them or whatever. So this person wanted, I guess, more clarification on what they meant by that, okay? He says, what do you think? And he goes, what's wrong with the wording of that tweet? And this is where I absolutely agree, okay? They're saying there won't be any live streams. It's pretty clear, okay? It's true. Absolutely true, all right? When you read this, all right, it would be one thing if they said, okay, this event will be held offline, okay? And that was it. They stopped. It was just that, and they didn't say anything else. But then they go on to say there will also be no live streams. They're making it pretty clear, okay, that it's going to be an offline only, in-person only event, and that there will be no live streams on the day of the event, okay? Like, there's no other way you could interpret that. That's why everybody reacted the way it did. If it's got, you know, 949 quote retweets and you know, or just retweets, most of them are quote retweets, and 682 of the replies are all, you know, right? They're all upset over it. I think there's only one way you could interpret that, right? So then again, shout outs to the GOAT Tyrant, because, you know, he responded again and said, I have clarification from the team that there will be streams from Battle Hour, okay? Now here's where I'm still a little bit worried, okay? Now I'm not saying I don't believe Tyrant or anything. Like, I've seen him, you know, in several years casting and, you know, doing commentary for fighters, okay? I absolutely believe him, okay? That's not that. I have no doubts about him, telling the truth on that or anything. Why would he lie, right? That's silly. No. My issue is that he's saying, I have clarification from the team that there will be streams from Battle Hour. Now, is that only for the tournaments? I need full complete transparency from the official Dragon Ball Games Battle Hour account. Okay, that's what I need. I need them to put out a statement. Like, the fact that the tweet is still up, they haven't said anything in regards to this, because there was obviously there was an overwhelming amount of people who, responded to this. Okay, you would think with that much negativity surrounding this specific tweet that they would come out and put some type of statement that would clarify what the situation is. Haven't gotten anything yet. Nothing from them yet, okay? Why do I have to hear this, okay, from, somebody else? Why am I hearing this from somebody else who's not running the account? Like, you know what I mean? And I'm not trying to, be disrespectful or rude to the actual social media manager who's in charge of this account. Obviously, they're not going to be able to tweet or say anything until whoever their manager is or their higher up says, all right, you need to put out this statement, right? But that's what I'm saying, like, why hasn't there been a statement yet? Okay, if they got to take their time to make it, that's fine. Okay, I'll wait for it. I don't mind. But I'm just saying, like, that's it. I'm not gonna sit here and just be like, guys, everything is a-okay. We're in the clear. No, not yet. Let's wait. Okay, because all this stuff is still unfolding. Okay. And I saw a lot of people getting upset about it yesterday, being like, "Oh yeah, you're overreacting. It's going to be fine and all that stuff." And it's like, okay, I appreciate that you're being optimistic about it, but I'm just doing my job of giving you guys the info as it goes up. Okay, there was no way you could have interpreted this differently. Okay, it's clearly stated that this is going to be offline. So everybody reacted appropriately, and that's how it is, right? You're gonna react that way if there's something that is clearly stated that, like, as clear as day, right here, there's not gonna be any live streams. Like, again, it would be one thing if they said it's gonna be held offline, and you just be like, like, that's a little bit weird. Like, regardless, you want full transparency and clarification, okay? Right? If you don't, then I don't know what to tell you. That's weird, okay? But I'm just saying, like, it's still, everything is a little bit weird right now, because we're kind of in this limbo situation where it's like we're getting information from other people, okay, not from the official account, and I need to see one of the officials come out here and say, hey, this is the situation. There will be live streams. When we are streaming it, we're not going to block out the stuff, okay, because that's another thing, that everybody is worried about. Hopefully they don't do it like New York Comic Con, okay, because guess what? They could stream everything. Because New York Comic Con did. They streamed everything except for when the big reveals happened. Every big reveal, every major trailer that they dropped during that event, it got blocked out with that pop bullshit, whatever. We will be back later, and I legitimately thought that the stream broke. I was like, did they lose connection? Did we go offline? What's going on? And then they came back and I was like, what? They're actually blocking it out? Like, that's ridiculous, okay? So that's what I'm still worried about, okay? And I'm going to be worried about it until they come out and say something about it, right? So stay tuned, okay? Just wait. I'll keep you guys updated. That's what I'm doing. Like I said, all this stuff is still unfolding. I'm trying to give you this information as best as I can, as quickly as I can, with full transparency. However, I'm not going to say we're completely out of the woods yet until we get that official confirmation. This is definitely in the right direction, okay? Streams happening, good, right? That's a good thing. However, will it be all the streams? Is it only going to be certain streams, like just for the tournaments, okay? I don't know. I really don't know exactly what the situation is yet, okay? Because after that response from Tyrant, there was nothing else, okay? There was no full clarification. Even he probably doesn't know, which, you can't blame him. Like, he's just the fighters, commentator. So maybe he's just referring to the tournaments, and that's it. That's all they're going to stream. And then when it comes to, the big reveals, they might block it out. God forbid that happens. I really hope that's not the case. But, it is what it is. We'll see. But this is all good news still, because we are getting that confirmation of Kakarot DLC getting shown and more Sparking Zero, information being shown, okay? Not confirming a trailer, but I'm just saying there will be news, okay? We will be bringing you news. Again, I'm giving you this information that's stated from these accounts, these official accounts. Like, this is as close as you're gonna get to. I'm not as close. This is it right here. This is the info. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I'll keep you guys updated on what's going on. Hopefully they say something about it, or maybe they won't say anything and we just wait until the event happens, and maybe we're watching a live stream and then, you know, they don't show anything, or maybe they do, okay? We'll see. We'll see. Oh, man, it's a crazy ride being a Dragon Ball fan. Just keep in mind, okay, at the end of the day, keep in mind, we love Dragon Ball, okay? Some of us are very passionate about this series. You know, we're always following it. We're excited for the new stuff. We just want the best for it, right? We want the best for it, right? So, you know, when stuff like this happens where it's, you know, not a good decision, you absolutely need to voice your opinion about it, okay? Because you never know, they might, you know, change their decisions on things, okay? But this, it being miscommunication, okay, and just really bad, horrible, some of the worst communication ever, because, like, like, oh, come on. Like, this right here in itself is a problem, okay? Even if they didn't mean, you know, they just fucked up and, you know, worded this badly, that's still a problem, okay? Like, how are you gonna say this and be like, okay, this tweet is good to go? Tweet, like, did you not read this? Did you not see how this sounds? Like, it doesn't. What were they thinking? I'm joking. All right, y'all have an amazing day. I'm sorry, this video is way too long. Peace out.
This is Broly, and you are watching SLOplays. Make sure to subscribe, or else I'll destroy your entire planet.